guys, it's Lauren and welcome to my Ensemble Stars event guide tutorial. In this video, I will not be explaining how to download this game, so please check in the description down below for links for tutorials that will possibly help, and also Google exists for a reason. So please check those out. Also, a big thank you to these Twitter users that I have on my screen right now, annotations to their Twitters. They are very great. They help me a lot with this tutorial, so please check them out. They're great people. So let's go ahead and get started. So you'll see here that in the scrolling banners, we have the event banner and the event gotcha banner. So if you do not see the event banner, you are probably seeing a Subaru banner, which means you need to clear beginning tasks before participating in the event. And those beginning tasks are to reach rank 3, clear the Trickstar course, scout 10 idols using 1,000 producer points, get a card to level 10, increase the affection to rank 2, unlock costume, voice, story, or background in an idol road, and win 3 Dreamfest battles. I explained how to do all of those in my previous OnStars tutorial. I will not be explaining them now. Link to my tutorial right here. And basically, I'm going to be explaining the basics of the event. So in this event banner that I clicked on, basically events last for 10 days total with 5 days in between each event, so probably 2 events per month. The events are announced the day after an event ends, like the day after or 2 days after, and the event gotcha is announced the day after the event announcement. And both of those are announced on the OnStars Twitter. You can stay up and party with me and a ton of my ton of the people that I mentioned before. We basically stay up and freak out over whatever event is coming. So yeah. So basically here we have the event date and time that the event ends. This event ends on June 10th at 8 a.m. and that is my time. Whatever time pops up on your screen is the time in your time zone, which I think is very nice. I don't have to convert it to anything. We also have the total points that I have up here. So I have about 650,000 event points. My next bonus is at 700,000 event points, and it's my Yakisoba bread. My current rank is about 50,000, almost on the nose, very nice. Over here I have the list of rewards. So in this list of rewards, we have stories. Reading stories will give you 1 diamond each. In this event, there are 18, so you get 18 diamonds total. We have producer points, diamonds in sets of 5 or 10. There are 35 diamonds total until about 400,000. We also have konpeito, or candies. We have 6 total per 2 million. We have Yakisoba bread. I should say konpeito restores 1 LP per candy, so a total of 6 LP for 6 candies. Producer points. Yakisoba bread, which fully restores your AP, which you need for doing event courses. The 3-star event cards, which there are 3 different ones for performance, dance, and vocal. Sports drinks. Down here, sports drinks, and sports drinks completely restore your LP. So if your 5 LP is down to 0, it will restore it to 5. If you're at 3, it will also restore it to 5. Only use it if your LP is pretty much at 0. You also get, if I can find them, medium jewels. You get 5 each, 5 red, 5 blue, and 5 yellow, times 2, so 10 medium jewels per 2 million. More event cards. You get 2 backgrounds this event, more medium jewels, diamonds, and then at 600,000 is your first 4-star point reward. There is 1 4-star point reward and 1 5-star point reward. So after the 4-star is basically the same thing until you get to 1 million. At 1 million is your first 5-star point reward. The 5-star happens every million, so 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, so on. If you want to get to 5 million to max your 5-star, you have to get to 5 million. And then after that, more rewards. So you get another 4-star reward, you get big jewels, another 4-star reward, 3 sports drinks, and then your second copy of the 5-star. After 2 million, the whole list repeats itself, but without the, if I can get back to the beginning, my goodness, but without the stories and the diamonds. So you'll still get the producer points, you'll still get the candy, you'll still get the event cards, but you will not get the diamonds or the stories again, because that would just give you more diamonds, and I don't think they want that. So, if we go down here, the second button here is the rank button. So you'll see that where you have to rank in order to get these rewards. I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about the tiers in my tier guide video. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link right here or in the description down below once it's uploaded and finished. So basically what you need to know is the top 9,000 get a copy of the 5-star, the top 30,000 get a copy of the 4-star, and anything below that, pretty much the top 250,000 get a prize of some sort just for tiering a little bit in the event. The very bottom button you will see is the total ranking of everyone playing, and you'll see that 65 million is a lot of points that not a normal person could get. The most I've ever gotten is 5 million, and that was for like a bloodbath event. Normally 5 million will get you pretty close to the top tiers. 5 million was like about average for what you needed to tier in the event that I tiered in, which was the Maoritsu event, which was absolute hell, but I'll explain which events are hell and how you'll know they're hell in my tier guide video. So if we go back, I've pretty much explained everything except for this blinking red button up in the corner here and this yellow button. Basically, I'm going to be explaining the yellow button. If you press it, it will take it to the event course or the event page. You'll see here that I have 100% completed this course. So if you click on it, you'll see that there are 4 event courses. The first 2, the 10 and the 20 AP ones, are available for the first half of the event for the first 5 days, and the other 2 are locked. After halfway through the event, after 5 days have passed, these 2 bottom courses will unlock and you'll be able to play them. So in these courses, there are 3 missions per course, plus the 2 producer events. Once you complete these 3 courses, you'll gain an extra diamond, as with everything else in normal courses. And then the 2 producer events will producer events will also give you 2 diamonds. So that's a total of 6 diamonds per course. So if there are 6 diamonds per course and there are 4 courses, that's 24 diamonds altogether just from the event courses. There are 24 event diamonds from the courses, 18 story chapter diamonds that you can read through the what you gather through the event, and also 35 diamonds that you can collect from the event in groups of 5 or 10. So 24 plus 18 plus 35 is 77 total diamonds that you could possibly get from this event. And that's not even including chapters unlocked from event cards Idle Roads. If you scout in the event gacha and get an event card, that card will have a couple chapters that you can unlock from their Idle Road that will give you more diamonds. So there's possibly a total of about 90 diamonds that you could get just from one event. 77 total diamonds if you don't scout in the gacha, and that's just for this event. I'm not sure if the chapters vary event by event, but I'm guessing they're staying relatively the same, so about 77 or 80 diamonds total just from one event, which is really great, especially if you're trying to save diamonds for the next event or for the next gacha that's coming out. So in this event course, this is where lives are more likely to happen. and I'm going to play a live and hopefully we will get something. So I'm going to be playing this, and I'm going to point out something that probably won't happen right when you first start an event unless you've meant it to. So I go in, and then I see this red button blinking in the corner at me. That means that I have a live on hold, and I'll show you how to put them on hold after I beat it. But if you have a live on hold and you click on it, and you'll see that I have this live on hold. I have 35 minutes left to beat it, and it's 0% beat, basically. I haven't even attempted to beat it. This yellow sticker up in the corner here means it's a rare live. So let's go ahead and look at it. This live happens to be a rare live part 2 is what I kind of call it. Halfway through the event, they introduce another live, another normal live, and another rare live into the mix. This rare live starts off at level 1. It can get up all the way to level 20. Its max level is 20. Its max audience is 750,000. So you'll see mine's at level 19 with about 640,000. In order to beat it, you have to meet or go beyond the card's max audience level. So if a little more about this card. The LP cutoff for this card is 4. So let's say I can't beat this card in 4 LP, this level will go back by 1. So if I can't beat this level 19 in 4 LP, I'll have to go back to level 18 and try to beat it. So you only get a certain amount of LP per card. You can't just go like 5 diamonds, 10 or 5 LP, 10 LP, 15 LP to try to beat this card. It will go back by 1 to give you a little breather. The event points win maxed from this card is anywhere from 9,000 to 10,800 event points just from this card. And if you're ranking for this, if you're trying to tier, you don't have to play this, but I'll explain more in my tiering video. So let's go ahead, and I only need 3 LP to beat this card. So let's go ahead and use 3 LP. Alright, so you'll see here that some cards just pretty much go. Some cards like this Mao, their skill is activated and their stat is boosted, which will help you if you're a little bit under the max audience cutoff. Event card skill, or the card skills will help you. Their stats will be boosted, as well as unit skills. If you form your teams with unit skills in mind, which up your performance or your dance or your vocal stat, then you won't need to worry so much about always being above the max audience cutoff. Unit skills and card skills will help you with that. So you'll see here that I didn't have any unit skills activated, but a ton of my card skills have been activated. And you'll see that I beat this live. And after this live, we will see if an emergency live pops up. Alright, no emergency live popped up. Right after you complete a live, it doesn't matter if it's normal or it's rare, an emergency live may pop up. And an emergency live is harder to beat than a normal or a rare live. An emergency live, you only have 10 minutes to beat, and they will appear immediately after a normal or a rare live is finished. Its max level is 15, and its max audience level is 1 million. So this one was about 600,000. The max audience for the emergency live is 1 million points. Its LP cutoff is 6, so you can't go above 6 LP to try to beat it. I mean, you can, but then its level will drop back down as well as the event points it spits out. The max amount of event points it could spit out when its level is maxed is about 15,000 to 18,000. And if you are trying to not to use diamonds on this event, it's really hard not to use diamonds on, because once a rare live is maxed and you don't really have enough LP for emergency lives, and you can't wait for the LP to restore because it's only a 10-minute time window. So you have to use either your sports drinks, your candies, or your diamonds. There's no way around it. So if you're trying to save your diamonds, go after the emergency lives until you can't anymore, and then use sports drinks and candies, and then don't use diamonds on it. That's pretty much what I have to say about that. So you go ahead and click OK, and it takes you back to the event page where you can collect the reward that you may have gained through that event, or you can go ahead and hit the yellow button to go back to your event course. And hopefully we will get more examples of rare lives versus normal lives and emergency lives too. So in this event course, you'll see that none of my characters are popping up with one-star events. That's because the only one-star event you can trigger is with your guest character. So I can only get a one-star event with the Shinobu, and the one-star event will be either the 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3 producer events, or just the regular events. So yeah, that's kind of fun if you're just trying to gain events and not trying to waste your time bonding with your cards, which I know can get annoying sometimes. Oh, and another live popped up. And this live is a normal live. You'll see there's no yellow sticker in the corner. Its level is 1, which it always starts out as, and its time window is 1 hour and 59 minutes or 2 hours. This is what we call a normal live. So a normal live is a 2-hour time window. It's usually the unbloomed 3-star. So this is the unbloomed version of the HE I just battled. Its max level is 45, and its max audience is 200,000. So let's go ahead and accept this just so I can show you what it looks like. So right now, its max audience level is about 15,000, which is pretty small. Normal lives give significantly less amount of event points per LP. So that is why I always say, don't even bother with them unless you can't, your teams aren't 200,000 strong. Then I would say go ahead and do the normal lives, because then at least you'll be getting some event lives, and when rare lives do come up, you can try to beat them. But I would normally just say don't even waste your time on these, because if the max audience is 200,000, I can beat that in 2 LP. Or if I have a unit skill or my card skills are very strong, I can beat it in 1 LP, which might be fine, but it takes a lot to get it maxed to 45. You have to battle it 44 different times to get it up to level 45, and that's 45 LP that you could be using for a rare or emergency live. So again, I don't bother with normal lives. So now that I've accepted it, I think, crap, I don't want to battle it anymore. So I can go ahead and hit this red button and hit OK. And it will take me back to the event page again, where I can hit the yellow button to go back to my event course. So I go ahead back in. All right, and I'm gonna keep tootling around until we get another rare or normal live to pop up. I don't know why my game's being so laggy today. Goodness. Okay, a live popped up, and it is the rare part 2 live. So I haven't gotten any original lives that I had been getting since the beginning, but I have gotten this live. You'll see the yellow sticker appear. You'll see it's level 20, which is its max level for this rare live. And you'll see that its time window is 59 minutes to beat. So let's go ahead and accept that. And I can't beat it in the 2 LP that I have. So I have 2 options. I can wait 22 minutes for my LP to be restored, or I could use 1 diamond to restore 1 LP. Now, because I'm recording this video, I'm probably going to use the diamond. Normally, I would wait the 21 minutes for my 3rd LP to fill up, use my 3 LP, and then be at an even 0 without using one of my diamonds. But since I'm recording this video, I'm going to go ahead and use 1 LP. And now my team is at 659,000. This might not be enough to beat the 750,000 live. And I think I said that this LP cutoff is 4. So if I have to use 4 LP, it will go back to level 19 so I can beat it the next time I encounter it. So let's see if I get lucky. I don't know if my card skills are enough to give me 100,000 more points. So let's go ahead and skip it. I was 49,000 short, and sometimes that happens, which is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and use 1 more diamond to restore an LP and to finally beat him. Alright, so you see that I got 9,180 event points, which is pretty good, considering the max is about 10,800. So I'm right, the minimum is about 9,000, so just a little bit above. And again, I forgot to say that after you complete a rare live or an emergency live, there is a chance for an extra drop, meaning that a card could drop in your rewards. So you also get event points, and you could also get either producer points or the card itself. So if you're battling the emergency live, which is always the 4-star bloomed, if you're battling that emergency live, you could obtain that 4-star in the rewards along with your event points, and that card will go right to your present box where you can collect it. The card drops are very, very rare, so please appreciate them when you get them. I've only had one, which was 1 event ago in the Ballet Nights event. I got the Nazuna to drop for me. Granted, I was trying to tier for that event anyway, so I was trying to get him anyway, but it's really nice if you do get really lucky to add that 4-star to your team to boost it and then to do better in the next event. So let's go ahead and hit OK. Go back to the event page and then hit the yellow button to go back. Alright, apologies if I stay quiet for a while I'm waiting for my next live. Alright, so I didn't get another live, which is fine, because then I can save up for the next, or at least wait another hour and a half, so I have 3 LP to beat any rare live that I may come across for the next time. But right now, I really want to show you what a normal rare live would look like, just so I can explain what its qualities are, basically. So let me put this on pause while I try to find one. Alright, so I finally got one. So this is what a normal rare live would look like. It's level 30, which is the max that a rare live could be, not the rare live part 2. That a rare live could be is maximum level 30. It has a 1 hour time window, and it also has that yellow sticker in the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and accept. And you'll see here that its max audience level is 500,000. I can beat that with 3 LP. So I'm going to go ahead and use 3 diamonds to basically beat him. I could pass on him there. I'll explain passing in a little bit, but and wait for my LP to restore. But since he has a 1 hour time window and it takes an hour and a half for me to fill up 3 LP, I probably should use diamonds to beat him or just dismiss him altogether. So when I beat him, its max LP cutoff is 4. The event points I gain when maxed is about 6,000 to about 720,000. So after I beat him, you will see that, and maybe I'll get a 3-star drop, and maybe we might get an emergency live. Again, they are kind of rare, so I'm not surprised that I'm not getting one right now, but it would be really nice to show you guys. Alright, still no emergency live, which is fine. But yeah, so that's that. Go back to the event page, go right back into the event course, and I will pause again in order to explain, once I get another live, the benefits of passing on a live. Okay, now that I've got a normal live, it's level 1 and its time window is 2 hours. The white button down here, oh, I pressed it, whoopsie. The white button down there pretty much puts that live on hold. And that means that that's that red button in the corner. It's basically waiting for you to beat it. And because it's a normal live, it gives me 2 hours to beat it. And as long as it's on hold, no other event lives will pop up. So that's basically guaranteeing that I have at least 2 hours to have my LP fill up. So that's a total of 4 LP that could fill up in the time that event is on hold, or that live is on hold. So that's really helpful for when you're trying to strategize when you want to use your LP, and if you want to grind for gems in a certain course, that's when you would do that. So let me finish this, and then I will pretty much explain everything else about events. Alright, so we're back in the event banner. So this event banner, you'll see that I haven't collected 4 of my rewards, and there is a reason for that. I haven't collected my Yaki breads because I haven't needed them. You can extend the life of the event rewards by keeping them in either the event reward page or in your present box. If you don't need them, don't collect them, is basically my strategy. So if you are leaving things in the event banner page, like let's say you don't need the Konpei To yet, or you just don't want to use it, don't collect it, because once the event is over, you can collect it and it will go right to your present box. Once it's in your present box, you have 30 days to use it before it disappears. If you leave it in the event banner collection box and you don't collect it, it will disappear forever. So same thing for your rewards. If you don't collect your rewards once you've ranked, let's say I get in this tier right here, and I don't collect my 4-star and 3-star, they will disappear forever once the event banner is gone. So please make sure you collect them pretty much as soon as possible. Please don't wait till the last minute, because then you might forget and then they're gone forever. Like, I'm sorry, there's nothing they can do for you. So that's my suggestion. Don't collect anything, especially sports drinks, especially yakisoba bread, until you need them. Like you're saying, if you're battling an emergency live and you really need a sports drink, lo and behold, you have one. And if you don't use, let's say you collect a sports drink and you collect it from your presents box, every item that you collect from the event expires the day after the event ends. So this event ends on, what day is it? The 10th. It will expire on the 11th. So basically you collected it for nothing and you can't use it once the event ends, so it's basically doesn't have a use and it's gone forever and you wasted that event reward. But if you keep it in the presents box, it will extend its life by at least 2 events, which is pretty good. So, yeah, that's my suggestion always for that. Now I'm going to pretty much be explaining, team formation for, events. So if you go into this button right here and hit this button over here on the right, it will pull up. If you're just starting, yours will be all blank. Mine actually have stuff in them, but for newer players, this white button on top is your key to success. This white button is basically your optimize button, which is perfect for beginning players. It puts the cards with the most of that attribute into the teams for you. So I have mostly 4 and 5 stars of my dance attribute in this team. Same with the vocal, same with performance. Once you've done that, make sure to hit the yellow button for the save. And if you want to edit something like, oh, I want to make a unit skill, you can go ahead and hit these yellow buttons on the side just to form this team. So that's more for customization and not optimization. Let's see. And when you optimize it, it doesn't take into consideration unit skill, so that's what the customization button would be for. Ideally, you want each team to be able to take out a maxed rare live in 3LP, which is about 500,000, which it will if it is about 300,000 in strength. So my teams are about 300,000, if a little more, with the event cards from the gacha. And I'll explain the gacha in 1 second. But ideally, you want your, an average team would be about around 300,000, I would say, as a strong or average team, is what you ideally want for playing in events. It's okay to be a little less. It's definitely okay to be more, but right around 300,000, I would say, is probably a good team to have. All right. So, if we go back to the event gacha. So the event gacha happens every single time with an event. You'll see that this event gacha only has 1 5-star in it, with a 1.25% chance of getting it. And then you'll see that you have half of a chance to get this 4-star. That 5-star and that 4-star are the event cards for this event. So if you get these event cards in the gacha, and fully unlock their idle road, it will give you boosted event points. It will really help your team. I think they're worth at least twice the amount of what they usually are, than what they will be outside of the event. So these cards contain a lot of stories in order to unlock, to give you more diamonds. But so there's 1 5-star, 1 4-star, and 2 3-stars. If I can scroll to the bottom of this damn list. There we go. All right. And 2 3-star event cards. And they're all of varying attributes. It's never performance, always 5-star, and a vocal, always 4-star. They vary event by event, and they switch out for each event. So this is just for this event. And if you have all 4 cards in one team, that's kind of like a unit skill. It will boost an attribute that I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't remember how it's determined, but a link to that down in the description below as well with unit skills. And scouting in the gacha isn't necessary in order to tier, but it is very helpful. I always say that you should only scout if you like, in the event gacha, if you really like the cards. In this case, I really wanted that 5-star Ray, but I didn't want to spend like hundreds and hundreds of diamonds for him. So I only scouted once, in addition to a couple solo YOLOs, and I got one Hinata and then a couple of 3-stars, which has really been helping me build up my event points. So that's basically the event gacha. And then you might be thinking, okay, now that I have something, I have a live on hold, and I'm waiting for my LP to restore. What should I do in the meantime? Well, in the meantime, there's this beautiful thing in the produce section called daily gem courses, or daily jewel courses, and these save you. These are what I grind on every single day for an event when I'm waiting for my LP to restore. These drop, or have a higher chance to drop, a certain kind of jewel during each lesson. So for today, it's a knights, or no, not knights, oops, it's undead, which have a higher chance to drop blue jewels. And it will go Mondays, I think, are Tai, who have a higher chance to drop red, no, Trickstar. Monday's Trickstar with yellow jewels. Tuesday is Ryusei Tai with red jewels. Wednesday is undead with blue jewels. And then it repeats yellow, red, blue. I think the yellow next is, I can't remember. I know the blue is rabbits and the red is knights. On Sundays are a special day. Maybe Akatsuki's the last one. But anyway, Sundays are special because on Sundays, the EXP and producer points are doubled in the in this section. So you'll get, for 40 AP, you'll 800 experience points and 800 producer points, and they're quadrupled outside of events. So for 20 AP, you still get 800 experience and producer points. So definitely grind on those to basically get all the gems that you need to unlock more idle roads, unlock more stories in their idle roads, etc., etc. Also, you might want to build a gem grinding team, which I will show you mine, which is right here. So my gem grinding team, you will see this Mao. Let's say I want to replace him, but if you want to build a gem grinding team, go up to this button right here and press it twice. It will show you all of the skills that these cards have. You want to look for card skills that look like this Mao. This Mao on the bottom with the blue, the little symbol in the parentheses means it's a higher chance to drop medium-sized jewels. And medium-sized jewels are like gold in this game. They are what you use for everything, in pretty much everything in the idle roads of every single card. So I have that Mao. You can also look for ones like this Wataru. He has a higher chance of dropping larger jewels, which is very nice because you'll need those for unlocking a lot of maxed cards, idle roads. As well as, I know I have this one Adonis. Oh god, I have so many 4-stars. I'm so sorry. This Adonis, in the middle in the parentheses, that's the symbol for he has a higher chance of dropping smaller jewels. So I know at one point I really needed more small yellow jewel fragments. So he really helped me get more yellow fragments because he has a higher chance to drop smaller jewels, basically. So build a gem grinding team with those skills and you will be collecting like 10, or probably not 10, but a lot of jewels in those gem grinding courses, especially the ones that are featured on, like today is Wednesday, so it's the blue jewels. You receive a lot of blue jewels, which I really need to grind on. So yeah, when you're not doing events, do daily gem courses. If you are kind of tired with daily gem courses, go back to the regular courses and not grind, but make sure you've completed all of the producer events. I've 100% completed all of the missions and unlocked all of the producer events yet. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. That will earn you more diamonds while you're waiting for your LP to restore, or you're just not in the mood to grind for gems anymore. So that is basically it. I'm sorry if I was all over the place. Sitting right next to me is my 7-page outline for events. Maybe I'll leave a link in the description down below to it. So I know sometimes I get kind of flustered and I skip some parts, and annotations can only do so much, but I have everything down in this event guide. So, or outline, I mean. So, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Only about basic mechanics. Please check out my tiering guide for OnStars. That's coming soon. I'll leave a link to it in the description below once it is done and uploaded. But for right now, your question of the day is, if you're watching this, I'm assuming you're playing OnStars, but do you participate in events? And what is your strategy for getting more event points? Or what is a strategy that I didn't list? Or what's something that I missed and you're going to point it out and shame me? So just say something constructive in the comments below, or help other people with questions that if they're leaving questions in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in my tiering guide. Bye, guys.